Hello, 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 and welcome to the show at Wrestling with Entertainment, bringing you the latest breaking news, previewing and reviewing the latest shows from WWE, AEW, New Japan, and everything in between every Saturday on YouTube and Castbox. I am your host, James J., starring Kaliko Yachts, who's not with us right now. Mitch Mayhem, who's also not with us. But guess who's with us? Scooter Dust.
Walk into the club like, what up? I got a big whoa. But hey there.
Hey, keep it peachy, keep it peachy. It's a great day for wrestling, Scooter. And maybe a great closure for Heath Slater as he made probably his final appearance on WWE programming for the foreseeable future.
Yep. And in light of his impending arrival to Impact, where he will undoubtedly become Impact champion as soon as he shows up,
Yeah, and then he'll get super ripped, come back to WWE, and win the WWE Championship.
and he'll be like, they'll 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 refer to him by his like real name in Impact.
Oh,
Heath Miller or Sebastian Slater.
is that his real name? I thought that was just a gimmick name too.
It was either Heath Miller or Sebastian Slater was his
But
real name. I think.
what I got was that he was being Heath Mitchell. Was what I heard that he was going to be in Impact Wrestling.
Heath Heath. Well, I mean, oh my God, why did I do that? I went to Heath Slater and I said he. Oh, that's why. Okay, because he shares. Oh, that's really interesting. Heath Slater actually falls under the I share a name as another with another athlete club.
Really?
Yes. Real name Heath Miller. And Heath Miller is a former tight end for the Steelers.
Oh, interesting. The more you know, right?
Yep.
So, WWE bringing Heath Slater for the storyline with Drew McIntyre, obviously a one-off. Good send-off for him. Okay send-off, mediocre.
I mean, consider the fact that we're still seeing Drew Gulak on TV.
Well, he signed a new contract, didn't he?
No,
Yeah, he signed a new contract.
no. The matches were taped in advance. The last match, the match he had with AJ Styles, that was taped in advance.
Months ago? That he didn't have that contract. That contract dispute was a couple months ago, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and he asked for his release.
But then they rehired him. They gave him a new contract.
Did
Yeah,
wow.
pretty sure about that.
WWE, tell people stop.
Another thing that came out of Monday Night Raw was a new United States Championship. That title design has been a staple since 2002, I believe.
2004.
2004. What are your thoughts on the new title design?
I don't like it.
Really, what don't you like
I,
about it?
God, it reminds me of the original WWF Tag Team titles, and I'm trying to think what it reminds me of the WWE Championship they used in 2012 with The Rock, 2013 ish with The Rock. Because I'm pretty sure the word championship is in the same lettering font uh, on it. And quite frankly, the appeal of the United States Championship was that its plate was a flag. This is a new generic looking title that's barely got any flag on it except for at the bottom. And it's I mean you could probably call this the new Winged Eagle belt.
That's a fair assessment. I mean, we haven't had an Eagle on a WWE Championship
I
since.
mean, yeah. It's it's also a very odd shape.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah, you like hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's technically the plate is 7 sides, so it's heptagonal. Like you don't ever really like expect to like oh it's got a heptagonal plate. It looks like something somebody would design in a 2K game. And it looks like they put the wrong frame on the wrong belt strap.
That might, in today's world, that might be accurate. They got a design
And
from WWE 2K20.
I will say this: it does. It's a little bit of an optical illusion. You have to look at it almost directly head on, and then kind of tilt your head a little, and it almost looks like a 3D cube.
Damn, I was not, I was not expecting this in depth on the
Well,
title design.
no, it's like you ever as a kid, you ever draw the square and you just drew the arrows on top of it and then connected them to make that artificial 3D cube.
Right.
That's what all this kind of is in a way. I mean, God, you know, there's also no nameplate
I think
on it.
that's been a staple for WWE titles for the last couple of years. There is no nameplate. It's
The
usually the
United,
plates on the side
the,
now.
no, the United States Championship had uh, yeah, the plates are now for the Universal titles, but the U.S. title and I believe the Intercontinental title still has its nameplate.
The Intercontinental Championship has a nameplate now?
Uh, it had a nameplate before.
Well, yeah, because it was the old championship.
Yeah, but the new one that's Shinsuke does have a nameplate.
They are really all over the place with these title designs, aren't they?
Doesn't
Bana.
have, doesn't have no. I'm sorry, no, it doesn't. It look I No, what I thought was a nameplate was not a nameplate.
We are being joined by Kaliko Yachts.
What it do?
So, Kaliko,
Uh,
we're talking about the United States Championship, the new design. What are your thoughts on it?
Everybody's shitting on it. It's not that bad. The only judgment that I have for that belt is at the top where the stars are. If they did the background blue to simulate like the flag, because I see what they were
See,
going with it.
I
If they
told you.
did the if they did the top blue, then nobody would have even gave it a second thought.
Well, you know that you could call this the new Winged Eagle title now.
Yeah, because everything else shows like a flag resemblance, except the top part. The top part just has it all. It if they had just did the blue, and I think that's something they can fix. It's not something big, you know.
I
Yeah.
mean, I don't like, you know, I I I don't I know like the word champion looks like it's supposed to like be split down the middle like the M and like split off into like an angle, but I don't like the fact that the P is as big as every other letter.
Oh yeah,
And the
yeah, yeah,
fact and uh notice that the I is in lowercase.
yeah. That don't make sense either. If you're gonna do it like that, you might as well just put it all in caps and
Or
all uppercase.
yeah,
Yeah,
or you do the I and you put the I over, extend the top and bottom of the I over the P and the O and like that. But here's a little tidbit that's got nothing to do with wrestling whatsoever. Go look at the 7-Eleven logo.
hmm.
Yeah.
The N is not like the rest of the letters. The N is lowercase.
Huh. Now,
Yeah.
now I gotta go look. Now I'm gonna have to look that up.
So obviously some mixed feelings about the belt. Could we maybe all agree that the new United States Championship is better looking than the Universal Championship?
Well,
Because I mean,
I mean,
the, when it went blue, it looked way better to me.
yeah, I mean, like maybe if maybe if the Intercontinental title had a blue strap and this had a red strap, let's get some synchronicity, and
Yeah, some alignment
titles.
because yeah, I get it. It should have some alignment with it.
And I want to know if you can see what I see in this, Kaliko. Do you see if you just like tilt your head and like squint a little bit right at the center of the belt, it almost looks like a 3D cube. If you trace a square over it and then you just draw those extra lines and then connect it where it
Yeah,
yeah. Okay, yeah.
yeah, I see where you're coming from, but I do agree with you about the synchronicity. It should just follow whatever the colors of the brand is and
And
let it be from there because it seems all out of step, especially with the IC title. Because I mean, what
and
was the point?
uh you also have to realize that this belt was not given to Apollo Crews.
No.
Yeah, it was given to,
MVP.
MVP in anticipation of winning.
but to me, I feel like that Apollo Cruz's comeuppance is going to be him finally going over the hump there
Kind of
and
like
getting the title
winning the
and just
championship that
vanquishing.
you already have.
Yes, I,
If,
I get it. I get why they did it, but I also don't get why they did. Like I get why they did it
But they didn't
because he
have.
wasn't. Yeah,
I mean,
because he wasn't
they didn't have.
there. But
Yeah, they didn't have to do this. Like when they did it,
yeah, they didn't.
this
They
is
could have
like
just gave it to him.
literally this was the creation of a title belt to advance a storyline.
isn't that
Yeah,
a good thing?
It, it,
Exactly.
it, it, it's like the FTW title.
Oh, let's not get started. Because at least with WWE, it's an actual title, a recognized title.
Right.
But hey, potato, potato,
No, I think
tomato,
it's tomato.
tomato.
Squash
But
squad.
but yeah, I mean that's one of the things. But I mean, Raw as a show wasn't that bad. I must admit, it
You know,
actually had some flow to it.
I could get through Raw nowadays. I don't think I could get through SmackDown now. You
I mean,
know, even with AJ Styles on it.
it had a heavy flow and a wide set. Never mind.
Now,
Uh, yeah.
continuing on news, Rey Mysterio challenged Seth Rollins to an eye for an eye match. The only way to win the match is to extract your opponent's eyeball.
Oh
Now,
my god.
you guys have, I've always told you, Rey Mysterio, he kills motherfuckers.
Motherfuckers.
And,
Uh,
and you've never believed me. Could you believe me now? Eye and eye match. What do you think, Scooter?
Ay, ay, ay. I mean, when you have to add some sort of cinematic title to your pay-per-view, because remember, it's no longer Extreme Rules, it's the horror show at Extreme Rules, which I find is kind of apropos.
So foregone conclusions there.
Yeah, I mean, you could have just called it the Smoke Show, and it probably would draw a better buy rate, but
Well, I mean, it's kind of like the In Your House nowadays, where it's In Your House, the horror show. In Your House, the greatest wrestling match ever. You know
like,
what I mean?
now, am I the only one who expected a blindfold match?
Oh my god, I've been waiting for a blindfold match. I mean, even back to Moxley Jericho, I was waiting for a blindfold match.
Well, that ain't gonna happen. It has to be something where it's uber the extreme.
You know what? There's gonna be there's gonna be something where they like give them like a third eye to
So now,
like how do you? I mean, there's no way. There's no way that Seth is losing this match now.
It's CGI.
I mean, yeah, you're gonna CGI it. You're gonna have him
a
wear
CGI.
you're gonna have him wear a patch like all the time. But then what happens when eventually it comes off and people realize, oh my god, eyes grow back? Like, I mean,
yeah, but I think
I mean, you got to remember
I get your point.
When Ray started out, his masks didn't have the eyes; his eyes were covered.
Right.
So at least with that, you could like do the best. But then you still have to explain. Well, I mean, yeah, he could wrestle with one eye, technically, but like.
Damn it, Paul! Nobody's gonna remember that.
Honestly, I think it. I mean, Ray's already working off contract, so I mean, it kind of. It's mainly for Seth to continue his run.
We know this is going to be one of the cinematic matches,
which is kind of disappointing because these guys could have had a really good regular match, right?
Yeah, they really could have.
Who says that they won't?
I mean, if Seth could wait, like 17 years, he can have a father and son tag match.
I know, right?
Yeah, I think Rey Mysterio might not be up for that in 17 years. Let me ask you this. If this match was Matt Sydal versus PCO, would we still be having this issue?
Would you care?
Well, PCO has a glass eye and Matt Sydal has a dirt eye.
Yeah, no one would care.
Oh,
But then again, ROH to me is so like behind now. Jesus, don't even give me, like I feel bad for ROH.
Oh yeah, they're not no shows in their future for right now. And
Exactly.
it was also announced earlier this week that SummerSlam will not be in front of a crowd, unfortunately.
damn cancel culture.
Not cancel culture, cancel because coronavirus. What? So,
The joke just went over it.
and we are being joined by Mitch Mayhem, always late to the party.
Hey, what's up?
Jeffrey Epstein, what are you doing here?
Yeah, shut the fuck up.
5 seconds and a crossword comes out of Mitch Mayhem's mouth. There you go.
To do record.
He's actually the one who fucking said some weird shit, not me, but okay.
And that's two. Alright, now, Mitch Mayhem, what are your thoughts on SummerSlam not being able to be in front of a crowd this year?
Oh, that's news? You're treating that as news, really?
Well, I mean, it was targeted as,
Oh, come
Yeah.
on. That's like saying you should put things in your butthole. Like, it's an unspoken thing, dude. Like,
What is with you putting things in
I'm making a euphemism. It's something you shouldn't do. We knew it was going to happen anyway, though. I don't know why people are saying it. It doesn't really matter. We knew this was coming.
I mean, you could say that, but according to Texas,
Oh, come on.
No, because what I'm saying is, this is my point. The whole thing, what, 4 or 5 months ago, the NFL literally was thinking, oh yeah, this shit'll be done by the time the season comes around. And now it's getting to the point where it's coming around, and they're like, oh shit. So if the NFL's like that, I could see wrestling be like that.
Just because I've got a character that I had Scooter saw or heard already. The conservative dumbass that said, it's my American right to spread this virus. I will spread this virus if I wish. Like, stupid shit, dude. Whatever. We're in dark days.
So in other words, his normal self.
No,
What?
in other words, we were just bad. I mean, we failed the test. Our test was just to behave the first 4 months so we wouldn't be here where we are, and
Right.
it wouldn't be America if people just didn't go around starting fights because they want to spread this disease.
Unfortunately,
So, I get his
leadership
point.
matters, and yeah.
I do need to wear a mask like you peasants.
It's my American right to spread this virus.
I mean, we didn't have this much of a reaction for friggin' Ebola.
Yeah.
That's because we took Ebola way more serious than it really was.
We didn't have this reaction for a friggin' flesh-eating disease.
We did a reverse. We took it too serious. Now we didn't take this serious enough.
And on that, we will conclude the news. And we are wrestling with AEW, NXT, Wednesday Night Wars, Great American Bash, Fyter Fest, and everything in between that you could think of.
Everything between the butt cheeks.
Oh my god, Scooter's so white. What is you with asses today?
No, I was just thinking about in between something. That's the first thing that came to mind.
It was the first thing I want to talk about is once again NXT is winning the ratings war. What what is this a sign of? Is NXT doing
Uh,
something right? Or is
uh,
AEW doing something wrong?
it's a sign that you're stuck on an antiquated rating system that's dead. TV is dead. It doesn't matter.
It's a sign that people are home and watching television. Without
Yes.
something to
But a lot
do.
more people watch TV on the internet than actual cable. Just saying.
Kalika, you have some
Where-
thoughts?
Wait, I want to know. I want to
I
know his sources for those statistics.
okay.
I'll get them later. I'll link it to you.
These last 3 weeks just shows me because here's one thing that I noticed with NXT.
Later on.
And say what you want about the Great American Bash or whatever, but those with the exception of maybe like 2 or 3 matches, every match that they had has a consequence of it going somewhere else. It's building to something else. I feel like AEW Fyter Fest, I'd say other than the Bucks versus the 8-man tag, nothing has a consequence for the match to build up and keep it going. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
I
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like like it has a flow. Like Keith Lee winning the title, and then you're seeing Karrion Kross look, but then you still think Gargano in the back of your mind because Gargano got a big win, and he's thinking about going after Finn, but they just said they want to right or wrong. So it's a lot of swerving, like you're trying to figure out, oh my God, where could this go? Where could that go? I would say their flow of storytelling is getting better than AEW because AEW just feels like they're putting matches together just to put matches together.
Yeah, and I mean, considering that AEW is basically now making every Wednesday night show essentially naming it a pay-per-view. Because next week we have Fight for the Fallen.
Yeah, that's some bullshit.
And do you guys think that
Also, to add before you go, James, Tony Khan wasn't talking all that dumb demographic shit when he was winning. So I don't want to hear none of that bullshit now.
right? And I want to ask you: Is AEW just drawing matches together? Is that kind of them, biding their time for cover because they was going places, and obviously the pandemic put a wrench in things. So is this kind of the fallout of them not preparing and planning, or do you think this is the way that they're going now?
I
Go ahead.
I think they have plans. I still think that Tony Khan and the like still believe that they're going to be able to run their plans that they want when and if the quarantine is lifted and crowds are allowed back arenas. And I think they're just I think it really is just a matter of just putting matches together. Yeah, for the sake of it. I mean, look at this past Wednesday. I mean, it was.
But at this point, that's just not feasible. We had a fucking highest amount of COVID ever. Like fucking, like it today broke the record or some shit. So this virus is still real. We gotta take it seriously. I really think so. So we're not.
So Mitch, are you saying that matches drawn together weekly isn't gonna do it for AEW?
Some states are talking about going back in fucking lockdown, dude. I don't see how that's I mean, unless you stay in your one location for maybe a year. I don't think traveling's going to happen for at least over a year or two.
I'm traveling in 17 days.
Traveling sports entertainment.
What about
Mass people traveling to other buildings is what I mean.
Kalika, you had some thoughts as well?
Everyone, you could say that, and yeah, you could say their main event got screwed because of COVID, but it ain't like neither company got shocked by like had a head start in this thing. You know what I mean? They
But
both had that.
one initially was testing for COVID and one wasn't. That's just the case.
We're just
But
talking
that ain't
about
the point.
the
That's
wrestling
not the
aspect.
point I'm trying to make. I'm
I'm
talking
just
about
saying that matters.
as far as adapting to this thing.
Yeah, it
And
does.
last I checked, AEW actually added people. So by them adding people, it fucked up what they were probably planning to do anyway, which makes it even worse. Vice, NXT, I feel like they were just trotting along, and they knew they were going to get eventually to Keith Lee getting over. It was just a matter of when. And the people that they were expecting to be on top are, to me, feel like they're there at the right time. AEW, it's hit and miss. It's hit and miss. And to me, I feel like Keith Lee is probably the biggest star coming out of Wednesday or for both shows.
And who predicted Keith Lee as champion a long motherfucker time ago before he
And-
even really signed with WWE? Who predicted it? Okay, that's right.
And Keith Lee becoming the second ever African American NXT champion, because there was only two, him and Big E, and then becoming the only person to hold both simultaneously, and just the social media outreach that he got from winning, it just blew my mind.
Well,
But
I think I can put this in much more simpler terms. You could see what's happening on NXT now, and see it as if it was happening in front of a crowd. You could buy it as legit NXT TV in front of a crowd. You can't do that with with what AEW is putting out.
Huh.
right, because AEW they do the shit for the oohs and the ahs, and they're not
They
really
do a lot
doing,
of it for themselves, I think. Actually.
But-
You think everyone does everything for themselves?
No, I mean they have themselves go over in every fucking occasion. It gets kind of old, dude.
But
It's
this
funny
was-
you say that, Scooter, because AEW was the first ones to have the simulated crowd of their wrestlers, and then obviously a long time afterwards WWE did it. It's kind of funny how they lost it felt like they had a leg up in the pandemic wars, and now WWE is kind of coming out of it on top now.
This reminds me of another situation where another company does something, and then somehow the WWE attempts to copy it and somehow does it better.
Yeah, that's business 101. That's
Yep.
why you're the first person to do it. Someone's going to take your shit and adjust it and do it better.
I mean, of course, I'm referring to the match of the Hardy compound.
The mobile of lawns.
Yeah, I really don't give a shit about Matt Hardy anymore.
I just like to say, I think it's just
He's good with as the mentor for Private Party, but
I think it's very fun to say Private Party with Matt Hardy.
with Team
that's-
Extreme Matt Hardy. Yeah.
Depending on which personality has the light.
I just felt like NXT was long term and consistent, because as much as it was kind of boring at times, you kind of felt where they were gonna go as it was gonna go on. Even when they had like the Karrion Kross could possibly match with Adam Cole deal, and it was like, oh shit, and even in my head I'm like, that don't make sense. Adam's time is ticking on this reign, because I mean,
Real quick,
it's just better building blocks, better building the story.
is anyone else missing a fucking big story here? Okay, Adam Cole lost the belt. Remember there was rumors of his contract ending? Maybe he's going to AEW.
He's got 18 months left. He ain't going nowhere.
18 months?
Yes.
Yeah.
Did he re-sign?
No.
No, it was just they.
I was told his fucking contract was up at the end of July.
No, we
No,
never
it
missed
was-
a
Wait,
point.
let's play a game. Mitch, Drew Gulak, released or signed?
Oh, shut up. I know about
Oh,
Gulak.
we should
He-
do that game.
Gulak
Is he
fucking-
still in the league?
If you're being serious, Gulag left and then got re-signed and came back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We need a game. Is he still in the E? That is going to be that would be a good game. Is he still in the E?
No, but I'm just saying, Adam Cole. So Adam Cole re-signed?
No, he's
No,
still on his original deal.
His contract was up. Like, what are you talking about?
No,
Yeah.
the speculation was that, but when they looked at
No, his speculation was because his contract was up in a few
his
months.
contract never was up. He still got 18 months left on that bid.
Yes,
Yeah.
the rumors were spreading, and he does in fact have well over 18 months.
Okay, all right. I just want to know if the rumors are true about his contract. That's one. Okay.
That good old rumor, Dave Meltzer rumor and innuendo, right?
Yep. Hey,
Oh,
you hear shit and you
Fuck Dave
fucking
Meltzer.
whatever, dude. Not just Dave Meltzer, but yeah, whatever.
thank
I
you for that,
will-
Kaliko.
I will add something. By the way,
We can retract.
my nephew's second favorite uncle, Mike Johnson, a PW insider, is the one that Cole dispelled this rumor to. But there is the.
So I'm not just. It's not just me. I ain't fucking crazy. Thank you. Kaliko was like, "Oh, what? What the fuck are you talking about?"
Yeah, you're still crazy though. But
No, everyone else is thinking about it too. Fuck off. That's my point.
But Adam Cole's girlfriend could joining him.
Leaving AEW? Wow.
That would be a
Yes.
smart move for her. If, you know.
But she already went there and that didn't work.
She never
But
said that.
yeah, I could see it happening actually.
Yeah, because I mean, Adam Cole, man, they put him in a really, really good ass position.
Because
I mean,
if they're gonna put him in a feud with Karrion, he needs a female.
Yeah.
And
Wasn't
even
that what Kyle O'Reilly is for?
I mean, doesn't need, but it would accentuate it for sure.
I mean, even though Britt is a long way from physically competing.
even getting, yeah.
Scarlett, oh my god, she's
But, you know,
yikes.
obviously Adam Cole, longest reigning NXT champion, Undisputed
Six.
Era has been a staple of NXT for more than a year at this point. Do you
More
see?
than that,
That's why I
Ah,
said
God.
more than a year.
I
like 2 years at least.
I remember the night I predicted that Adam Cole and back when they were Red Dragon, were gonna show up. Back when it was all speculation at that point, and nobody knew they had signed. And all of a sudden, oh yeah, Drew McIntyre comes NXT champion, and then boom, there's Adam Cole,
Is that a pun?
which
Boom?
which makes you think,
Oh, I get what you're getting at.
Adam Cole,
McIntyre.
Drew McIntyre?
is done in NXT.
Yeah.
All right,
boom.
I get you. That's a good one.
Considering the rumors are Randy Orton against Drew McIntyre for SummerSlam.
And that's deserving because Randy Orton's been on a fucking roll.
Well, I think they might try to rush the his next two title reigns and possibly work out a John Cena, Randy Orton
Oh,
triple threat with whoever's champion for that 17th title reign.
oh God, no. Oh God, no. Hope
Doubt that.
I hope that.
I
doesn't
hope
happen.
that doesn't happen.
But the smart money would be on Adam Cole showing up after Drew wipes the floor with Dolph Ziggler.
And I think that would be a really good new contender for Drew McIntyre. So you're saying, are you saying O'Reilly, Fish, and Strong joins him, or you think they're going to stay on NXT?
I'm wondering if they take this chance to maybe split up Fish and O'Reilly, send one of them with Roderick to SmackDown.
I don't know.
That might be interesting.
Maybe try doing a split like takeover,
like a divide and conquer type deal.
Yes.
What about you, Kaliko? Your thoughts on Undisputed Era? Maybe NXT, Raw, SmackDown, splitting up together?
I feel like they've done everything asked of them in NXT. I mean, Adam Cole, for him being there that long, or not, I mean, in that short of a time span as champ, it feels like a long time, but within that year, man, he's like probably arguably one of the greatest champions that they ever had. Like, his run is similar to like how Finn Balor's run was with the NXT championship, where it felt like the company had this buzz and this mainstream appeal. So I feel like he should. There's nothing else for him to do. And as much as, and we said the same thing about Gargano, but Gargano seems content with staying with NXT. I feel like Raw would be an okay move, but I feel like SmackDown needs the juice. I feel like SmackDown needs the injection of all four of them, because I feel like they're missing a stable group to kind of like run amok.
Here's the thing, though. At no point during the entire run of the Undisputed Era did they ever tease that they were going to break up.
I know, same, yeah, and I could see them like they're pretty much they're pretty much NXT's New Day. Like I don't see them breaking up.
That's the thing, though, is that they're heels. So I have a feeling that if they're getting on the main roster, that the WWE is gonna maybe split them apart in terms of trying to make two faces and two heels.
Nah, it's to me when if you're gonna move them all up as heels, or just leave them alone.
Or, even better, have them come in as, brilliant idea here. Maybe go with Randy Orton and Drew McIntyre. And you have Ric Flair reveal that he's got a surprise for Randy. And it's the entire Undisputed Era, and Ric Flair dubs them the new Horsemen.
AEW's been rumoring of trying to bring back a Horseman version too. So
I see that point, but I think
that's a killing blow.
Andrade and Angel kind of. Andrade would go with Rick.
But then you could have the Undisputed Era immediately turn on Randy, and then when Edge comes back,
RKO reunion.
Oh my god!
You get a legit RKO reunion.
Oh.
This time Randy literally.
But there's so much. There's so much that he's done to him in the past that needs to be answered for still, I think.
But at this point, Randy is like, well, no, like, Randy is like the anti-Ric Flair, that he won't necessarily turn on you if you tag with him all the time, while Ric Flair will turn on anybody who tagged with him as a face. But then again, so did the Big Show, and look who Randy's feuding with now.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Yeah, in 2020, yikes.
I mean, hey, Big Show with his 25-year career.
Mitch,
It didn't last end for the last run for Big Show. So
Mitch, you want to throw your hat in the ring and say what you think Undisputed Era is going to do next?
Shit. I think right now I don't see them going up to the main roster. I maybe with this whole pandemic, maybe a break for Adam Cole. And then maybe in the fall they go to the main roster. Something like that.
Alright. Another thing that happened on NXT TV was Mercedes Martinez made her official debut. You see that?
How many debuts is she gonna make? Holy shit!
I mean, technically it's a return.
Because she debuted in AEW and then
Yeah, it's a
WWE
return.
took her. Like she's had like 6 debuts, dude.
Right. Did you see her being an immediate threat for an Io Shirai, or do you think that they're gonna
No.
build her up
No,
to a
no.
debut?
I mean, having
Hell no.
having worked with Mercedes in the past.
She's in her 40s. Yeah.
She's. I mean, yeah, she's improved, but she's
She's
not.
old though.
Yeah,
I
she
mean,
doesn't.
no offense.
She doesn't have much of the lifespan left to her career.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Well, I can make the argument that's a good reason to put her in a feud with the champion. You know, you don't have that many more miles on her, so get what you can.
But with
out of
such a loaded roster, you think that's how creative leadership's gonna think? No.
Yeah, then I mean they're not. I mean, maybe
Come on, man. It's $1 million corporation. You got to remember that.
maybe you put Mercedes in that Mickey James role as a mentor to somebody.
Yeah, what happened to Mickey James? Is she retired?
Yeah,
I thought she got injured.
I heard she was pregnant again.
Oh, that'll put you in retirement.
Just ask Becky Lynch.
In fact, I'm pretty sure yes, she was pregnant because I made a joke about her hopefully not taking any lewd photos in the hospital this time.
I thought she was cute back in the day.
And we are not touching that.
What?
No,
shit!
not that.
You're making me feel weird.
Mickey James is a woman who gets
Mickey
off
James was cool.
on
Yeah.
being an exhibitionist for her husband while pregnant in the hospital.
You gotta cheer that.
Okay then.
You got
A real MVP.
an MVP penis.
And the main event of NXT Great American Bash was obviously Keith Lee defeating Adam Cole for the championship. But on the other side of that, the main event of AEW Fyter Fest was Chris Jericho versus Orange fucking Cassidy. That's an actual thing. The first undisputed champion, the guy that beat The Rock and Stone Cold in the same night, wrestled Orange fucking Cassidy.
What? He didn't lose to Orange Cassidy.
No, he didn't lose to him, but he wrestled him.
Yeah, could have sworn.
That's a big difference, though. Big.
But you forgot about the dark match main event of NXT. The custodians versus the trash in the arena.
Oh my god. That you're gonna say the virus versus the breathing apparatus. So.
I'm still waiting for the custodians versus the librarians match.
The virus versus the immune system. Even better.
Wait. The custodians versus the Liberians?
Liberians.
From Liberia?
I'm the captain now.
I love your accent. What is it? I'm Liberian. Oh, I love your accent.
I'm the captain now. It's the yeah.
I said Liberian, not librarian.
Nigeria. Oh no, never mind.
Liberia. No. Liberians.
You know, we talked a lot about NXT, not a lot about AEW. Anything you want to add? Anything you want to say about AEW Fyter Fest, Scooter?
I think there's probably a lot of stuff my butt can say about it, but
It's ass.
that could not have been timed any more perfectly.
Kaliko, your thoughts?
They better get better with their story building, because as much as their tag division is better, everything else is like not like, where the fuck is this going? Like, where the fuck is this going?
Just wait, AEW is looking to get draws back in the ring.
Did anybody see on Twitter? Tony Khan tweeted, Big Swole was suspended because wrestlers don't kidnap other wrestlers. It's frowned upon.
What?
Yeah.
You're suspended for a week because
No.
and it's like one of those corny like warnings at the beginning of a video game. Winners don't kidnap others.
And,
Winners don't. It's all.
that's just so stupid because The Undertaker kidnapped Stephanie McMahon and Teddy Long with no repercussions.
Well, the 90s were a different time. Like a
the Teddy
different
Long
world,
was in
dude.
2007.
I mean, Triple H kidnapped Stephanie.
90s were a
Remember?
different world.
What has the Dark Order been doing?
Right.
Trying to recruit Colt Cabana of all people.
And he might become Colt Cabana. Get it? Ha!
That joke
it's
of the night.
Good because you still said it like Colt.
Colt. C-U-L-T. Colt. I know, because his name's Colt. I wanted to sound Colt. Whatever.
Colt.
It's supposed to sound alike, but yeah. You're supposed to differentiate it, though.
I mean, Boom Boom Cabana?
No.
And,
Bang Bang Cabana.
we talked about a little earlier, Taz bringing back the FTW title and gave it to Brian Cage. How do you feel about Taz being essentially the Paul Heyman of Brian Cage's Brock Lesnar?
It feels like he's forcing the curse words out a lot. And when he gave him that title, it just screamed he about to get that ass beat by Dean Ambrose.
Because
John Moxley.
Because
I said what I said. If Mama named him Dean, I'm gonna call him Dean.
His mom didn't name him Dean. His real name, yeah.
That's okay.
Vince McMahon named him Dean. His real name's John Mox, actually. So.
But they're like Jonathan Good.
Yeah,
if you really want to get.
Well, okay, technically, but that's the name he initially used in the Independence before he got big.
Hey, if you go to swig with me with correctness, it better be absolute correctness.
I mean, technically, his name is John Young. Let's get it right.
Who gives a fuck?
Yo.
Mitch is the only one that didn't get it.
What? Yeah, I get it. Renee Young. Haha, pants. Yeah, I got it.
But there's a curse usually in pro wrestling.
Lady has the pants of the family. Okay, yeah.
When somebody is randomly given a belt as a heel, it means they'll usually immediately lose it. Unless
JBL.
He wasn't given a belt.
Triple H.
Yeah, he was.
He was given the World Heavyweight Championship.
Triple H got injured and JBL stepped right in. What the fuck do you think that is? It's the definition of it. And then Eddie Guerrero took it. I was telling James. He just said JBL wasn't handed anything. I guess he was.
Talking about when they first.
He's talking about given and not won in an actual sanctioned match.
Like
okay, whatever.
Like unless you were Triple H, like when Triple H was given the World Heavyweight Championship in 2002 to officially signify that Raw and SmackDown were two competing different brands.
Remember everyone's forgetting about, like, because Triple H has done so much shit in Power now. You remember in 2000 when Chris Jericho beat him for the title on Raw, and he had her reverse it. Like,
yes.
No one else gets that shit happen to them. I'm just saying.
That was a story, though.
No, but was it really that really turned into his life?
I mean, he won.
Projecting. I think he was projecting.
All right. Last thing before we get out of this segment. Orange Cassidy versus Chris Jericho. What did you think? Scooter Dust.
Nobody cares.
Mitch Mayhem.
Boredom.
Kaliko Yachts.
Orange got a lot of offense for a skinny toothpick. I'm just saying. But then again, he got saved because he didn't face Minoru Suzuki as he should have.
That group thinks if you get over, regardless of your gimmick's ridiculous or not, that if you get over, that they should do fan service to the people that like him, and that's what you're seeing now. With Orange.
What happens if Orange Cassidy actually ever loses both of his hands?
Nothing, really.
You would never know because they're always in his pocket.
Lieutenant Dan hands?
Be like, it's
he's just a flying torso.
Nubby Cassidy.
Oh my God, Cassidy. And that will conclude our coverage of AEW and NXT. And we are wrestling with New Japan Cup Finals and Dominion.
Dude, I don't watch anything from Japan. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be clueless on this.
It's the New Japan Cup Finals was earlier today, but because none of us get up at 6 o'clock in the morning, we have yet to see it.
For real, I just don't watch Japanese wrestling anymore right now either. So.
I think, James, you might be the only person left who's actually interested in it.
Yeah, I just honestly, well, Kliko might be. Kliko loves that shit actually.
Hey man, that shit's go live.
It's everyone's got their own, tastes. It's for each, whatever floats your boat. But it's just not mine, not my thing right now. So.
It doesn't float your boat, but it sinks it.
Yeah, whatever.
It's a preview, and it's the first time a wrestling crowd will be a wrestling event will have wrestling fans that pay to be there. So this is a big deal. Dominion is in fact tomorrow, and one of the dream matches only announced for the Never Openweight Championship, Shingo Takagi versus Sho. Who wins the match? Kliko.
Shingo.
Mitch, Scooter, do you want to get on this? Or?
Honestly, I don't even know who the fuck those. Who?
Papa Shingo.
Sho from Roppongi 3K versus Shingo Takagi of LIJ.
Did you just speak words? No.
Kage, I guess. I don't know. From LIJ.
Well, all right. I'll have the sushi.
Exactly.
IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Championship match: Hiroshi Tanahashi and Kota Ibushi versus Tai Chi and Zack Sabre Jr. Kaliko, who wins?
This feels like something Suzuki-kun should do, but I feel like maybe they're trying to something with Tanahashi. I mean, he still got it. As long as he wrestles, they'll fucking put it on him. So I think it'll be them too.
Mitch?
Sorry, say the matchup again.
Tanahashi and Kota Ibushi versus Tai Chi and Zack Sabre Jr.
Kota Ibushi. Yeah, the Kota Ibushi team.
Scooter?
Feng Shui.
Alrighty then. And your main event will be Tetsuya Naito versus whoever wins the New Japan Cup.
Everybody Wang Chung tonight. Yeah. Okay, sorry.
We're pretty split on who will win the match of the New Japan Cup in Fight Night, so. But maybe it's a pretty safe assessment that Naito might be winning this match.
Oh yeah.
Well, one of the things that I heard was that Evil wins the cup and then actually turns on Naito the next night and joins Suzuki Gun. Any possibility of that happening, Kaliko?
To me, if it's Evil, it's just gonna start the breakup of Lij as we know them. But if not, I feel like Evil would be the pop-up surprise, and I feel like Okada Naito could be again at Wrestle Kingdom. So I mean, it's hard to go either way with that, man. But I feel like Evil would get it just to be like, you know what, we just gonna have a blood feud for it, and then they'll go from there.
Alright, and that will conclude our coverage of New Japan. And next week we will be reviewing Dominion.
Oh shit, my phone's shutting off.
And we will be previewing Extreme Rules, the horror show. The horror. So yeah, interesting show next week. If you like what we're doing, please like, subscribe, comment both on YouTube and Castbox. And you can always join the conversation on Twitter. I'm at JamesJ993. Where can they find Kaliko Yachts?
I am Kaliko, and crazy diversity WWE is going on right now. First time since ever. So yeah.
Mix it, baby, mix it.
And where can they find Mitch Mayhem if Mitch Mayhem tweeted?
Well, you can find me.
I think we lost Mitch.
You can find me at Mitch Mayhem X. Wait, what was the question again?
Thank you for that, Mitch. And where can we find Scooter Dust?
You can, of course, find me at at Scooter Dust. And as hopefully more in the future at UMBS Wrestling and hopefully coming soon, UNB Combat Zone.
UNB Combat? That sounds new and exciting.
UNB Combat Zone. It's nude and exciting.
Ew. Wait a minute.
Yeah, it ain't family friendly.
Yeah.
Maybe Mickey James will be your first guest.
For Kaliko Yacht, Mitch Mayhem, Scooter Dust, I'm James J, and this has been Wrestling with
Interruptions.
Entertainment.
Chocolate titties.